Hello students, in my second audio presentation I am still continuing with the Laburnum top. Stanza wise, let me explain this poem a bit. Let me say something more about this poem. It's a very interesting poem written by Ted Hughes, and I hope that you all have liked the poem a lot. So let me stanza wise say a few lines related with this poem. So line by line explanation, stanza wise, let me say something on this. In the first stanza, the poet says that he saw a laburnum tree, and laburnum tree is actually, it consisted of yellow flowers. And in the words of the poet, here I quote, the laburnum top is silent. Actually, laburnum top means the topmost part of the laburnum tree. And obviously it is written in your poem that the laburnum top is silent, to quote from the poet's own point of view. The tree is still and looks dead like in the daytime of September. It is still and silent. The tree looks dead. Even the sunlight is also yellow. Even the sunlight, the color of the sunlight is also yellowish in color. As it is the time of autumn, the month has been mentioned September, the season has been also mentioned autumn. And as a natural phenomenon, we all know this, the leaves of the tree have turned yellow and its seeds have fallen off it. The leaves have all turned yellow. It's a natural phenomenon. And the most important thing is that the seeds have also fallen off it. So in the very first stanza, the one thing should be noted, dear students, the color yellow or the image yellow, the image of yellow color, it has been repeatedly been used. First, the tree flowers are yellow, then the leaves have also turned yellow, and the sunlight is also yellow. If you read this poem very closely, in the first stanza you will find that the word yellow being used repeatedly. Number one, in order to describe the flowers which are yellow in color, then the leaves have all turned yellow because it is autumn season. And most importantly, the color of the sunlight is also yellow. The yellow color symbolizes beauty. Why? Because of flowers which though had fallen off in the form of seeds. The yellow color symbolizes beauty. This is related with the critical part of the poem, dear students. So the yellow color symbolizes beauty. Death because of yellow leaves, as well as silence. Daytime because there is no rain or no wind was blowing also. In the whole stanza, actually the poet is trying to describe the miserable condition of the laburnum tree, because the laburnum tree is silent, it is dying, and it is without seeds. That means ultimately it is useless. But this particular tree becomes a thrive of activity, or we can say a place of feverish activity with the sudden arrival of the goldfinch bird, that you know by this time because it has been discussed with you previously. Now let me move on to stanza number 2. The death-like scene, however, changes as soon as the goldfinch comes with a twitching chirrup. I already told you, dear students, the same tree that was looking silent and still, that particular tree becomes a hive of feverish activity. It becomes noisy. There was a lot of chirrups and twitterings also. Why? With the arrival of the goldfinch bird. And remember, I already told you in my previous audio presentation that the goldfinch bird is the engine of her family. She is the engine of her family. And the machine is the nest on which her baby birds are living. And she is providing food, just like starting up a machine providing lubricator, that you can compare in that way also. Remember, she is the engine of her family and the machine is actually the baby birds or the nest on which the baby birds are living. I guess it is clear to you. So let me continue. Goldfinch is a bright yellow colored bird. Twitching chirrup means short chirping sounds. The bird is very precautious, just like that of a lizard. Its movement is very sleek and it is very alert also, while sitting at a branch end of the tree, and has sudden quick movements. Perhaps it is looking out for any danger that might be there. Now the goldfinch bird is super cautious. She is very much eager to protect herself as well as her baby birds from the attack of any predators. It then goes into the thick bark of the laburnum tree smoothly but abruptly with alertness. As soon as she enters the tree, her nest is inside the laburnum tree. One thing is for sure, she enters the thickness of the tree. The reason for her to enter the thickness of the tree because her nest, or she created her nest inside the laburnum tree. So she had to enter into the thickness of the tree. A machine starts up. Actually, the machine means the birds inside the nest, her baby chicks or her baby birds. And they create a lot of chittering, twittering noises. And all of a sudden, the laburnum tree that was silent and still, it comes back to life once again. The image of machine here refers to the young ones of the bird. I already told you, the image of machine is that of the young baby birds. And the goldfinch, the mother goldfinch, she is the engine of her family. A machine makes a lot of noise when it starts. Similarly, when the young birds see their mother, they start chirping like a machine. Chirping means they went on making a lot of noise, fluttering or flapping their wings in joy as their mother has come with food, because they recognize their mother and they made a lot of noise. They can realize, they can understand that the mother goldfinch came with food for them. They were hungry as well as sad, being far from their mother, and that was the reason they went on endlessly twittering and chirping. The moment they saw their mother, they were hungry, they were sad because their mother was not in the nest. When their mother arrives, all of a sudden the entire laburnum tree starts buzzing with life. I am moving on to the next paragraph, dear students. Now the whole tree trembles and thrills because of the mother bird and her young ones. So the still and silent tree, I already told you, with the arrival of the mother goldfinch, it becomes a place or a hive of feverish activity. Feverish, F-E-V-E-R-I-S-H, feverish activity. It became a place of buzzing activity. The poet probably wants us to feel how a dead-like tree becomes alive because it has given space to the bird and her young ones. The birds have gotten shelter and the tree in return has got life. Not only the birds have got a secure shelter, but even the tree that was considered to be useless, that was considered to be dead one, became thrive with life. It also got its life back. So the birds, not only the birds have gotten shelter, even the tree that was considered to be a dead-like one, even it has also got life. I am moving on to the next paragraph now, dear students. The goldfinch is thus the engine of our family. I already told you the machine is the nest on which the baby birds used to stay, but the real engine is the mother goldfinch, which includes the laburnum tree as well. According to the poet, it fills them with fuel, that is, gives food to the young ones. That is the reason I talked about lubricator, giving fuel, energizing the baby birds, and thrill to the tree. Having done that, she again flies to a branch end. Only her dark-colored striped face, as if her striped face shows that she is wearing a mask. It shows like that. But it is not like that. It is actually striped face is visible and it is yellow and hence become invisible in the yellow leaves of the tree. Even the leaves of the tree is yellow, and even the color of the bird's body, it is also yellow. So obviously she can camouflage herself, she can hide herself, even she can successfully camouflage her baby birds also from the attack of the predators. So it is a safe place for the mother goldfinch to keep her baby birds. I am moving on to the final stanza, number 3. Reaching the branch end of the tree, it makes strange but sweet chirping sounds and then begins its journey towards the infinite. Actually, infinite means towards the sky. That means after feeding her baby chicks or after feeding her baby birds, she again flies to the infinite, that is to the sky. And finally we can say the laburnum tree once again becomes silent and dead-like. And with her departure, once again the laburnum tree that all of a sudden became buzzing with activity, with feverish activity, becomes silent and dead-like. Again, when the goldfinch bird will return, the same dead tree will be full of life. And also the machine will make noise, that is the baby birds, they will go on chitterings and twitterings. They will make a lot of noise because their mother will arrive. So after feeding the baby birds and after the job has been accomplished, she goes out flying to the infinite sky, and with her departure, as I told right now, again the laburnum tree becomes silent and still. So dear students, that was the stanza wise explanation related with this poem. I hope you will listen to it, and if there is any sort of doubt, kindly ask me. Thank you students, thank you all.